Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is I, Test on the Quest, aka Johnny. Everyone is having a great, wonderful day at the time that you are watching this video. And in today's video, we have our next episode of the franchise mode here with the Vancouver Canucks in NHL 26. And we have the 26-2027 offseason to complete. So going into this draft, I will show you the draft board here. We currently have the third overall pick. We also have the first pick in the second round. We also have a second from the Maple Leafs. And we have two thirds, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh. So we go ahead and take a look at the draft class. Obviously, Landon DuPont was the dream, not going to get him. Third overall, we did use Alexis Joseph, as I was saying, in the Calgary Flames franchise mode, so we're probably going to stick away from him. And I do think our pick is probably going to be Par Grossman. I was looking at Carter Meyer, who of course is real in real life. He is a projected pick. So is Sammy Nelson and Nizar Privlov. And of course, Demon Zyklin. If we look at our contracts, only one we are really like we have really no one we have to worry about. And in terms of moves that we are going to potentially make here, I do think we are going to speak to Philip Ronick here. Yeah, because he has one more year before we can move him with a no trade clause. So let's go ahead and talk to him, see if we can go ahead and move him. So if we talk about your clause, so it's risky. Is there two teams you'd want to go? No. Okay. So he's at least here probably till the beginning of next season, which is fine. Elias Pettersson, we are going to keep. I want to kind of rebuild his career, and he's the cover, thumbnail cover for this series. And there's really no one else we would like to move. Like, I think we're good. So I think that's it. I think let's go ahead. Obviously, I'll do the off-season focus in the background. But let's go ahead and hop into the entry draft. So, of course, the Dallas Stars have the first overall pick. Ottawa picked second, and we picked third. And then it's Calgary and Utah for the top five. Let's go to find trade first and just see. Let's do our due diligence. What can we get? So we can get Vince Dunn and a fourth. We're going to say no. So if we go ahead and look at other options, so goalie-wise, Evan Lankinen I would prefer to move. We could move him on free agency day, so we'll probably do that. No reason to try to take down his morale. Defensively, there's really no one here. I mean, we could try moving Arbor, but he's here to protect the rookies. That's okay. Right wingers. I do think we do have to decide on Hoglander and Robertson. Because I do think one of them has to go in terms of space for Latermacki to develop. He's 22. We can get Philip Gustafson. We can get pick 26 and a 4. Pick 21. We can get Oscar Hemming. Cole Eiserman. It's not really realistic for the Islanders to do, so we'll stay away. 23 and a 7, or Colby Barlow. Okay. We don't have to trade these players. They're under contract for another year. So a second and a third. Ryder Ritchie, a second. Malcolm Spence, Jake Kuba, a second. Okay. So the best in terms of value is going to be moving Hoglander, which maybe, but I kind of like Hoglander. Ogren's not going anywhere. Lardis is not going anywhere. Same thing for Dakota Joshua, who we brought back from Toronto for cap space. This is the big one, Marco Rossi. If I'm thinking long term in terms of what I want this team to look like, I don't know if he has a spot because I think I'm happy with Aturati being the third line center. And obviously, eventually, Taylor Legacy is probably going to be our first line center, which means Elias Pettersson is probably our second line center. So, what does that mean for Rossi? We have to do our due diligence. We can trade him back to Minnesota. can trade him to Montreal for, I don't want to take H though from them. You can get a first, a second, and Bednarik. Well, Iserman, a second and a third. We can get pick 12 and Malcolm Spence. Or 23. Okay, I think we'll hold on to him at least to the start of the free agency period. And the first overall pick, the Dallas Stars are going to add Landon Dupont. I didn't even clock that. That is crazy. So Landon Dupont is now in the mix. You have Dupont, Harley, Heiskanen, and Lindell. What a crazy top four. I wonder if that means Leon Bichelle will now be available. He's not really gonna have a spot there. Let's see. Let's go do our due diligence here. We go to Dallas. Let's go the other way to be faster. We go to Leon Bichelle. What would you want? So Lattermacky, no. Wallander, no. No. Straight up for no. Limo, no. Okay. So no deal there, but we will keep an eye on him. So, of course, in the last episode, if you missed it, Alex Ovechkin retired, as it shows in the message center board. Let's go ahead, simulate. And Ottawa does take Macmillan. Raymond Macmillan, sniper, 87 out the gates. Oh, for Landon Dupont. He never really developed skating-wise within the years he has between... As I was saying, he doesn't really develop skating, so I think I'm going to have to mark that and go edit his skating a little bit more for him to come out better. Like, Raymond McMillan has 90. Obviously, he's created, but... So here we go. Third overall, we are going to be adding Par Grossman to be the sniper alongside of Taylor Legacy. Here we go. Let's confirm it. He is 80 overall, so depth forward, so he might play in the NHL. Probably gonna just leave him unsigned and let him play in Sweden for one more year. But he comes with 88 skating out the gate, decent puck skills. The shooting is pretty decent at 17 years old. I think we're good there. I don't think we're gonna trade up. Let's see if we look. So the next pick is pick 12. Pick 12 and then 21. So let's take a look. We're allowed to trade up once per draft. So pick 12 would be one of these guys. So Preston Bennett. Preston Bennett looks amazing. Guy Lafleur. Ulf Reinsfeld. UC Suominen. Okay. So there's some guys here. And then at pick 21, we would be looking at these guys. Okay. Obviously, these guys are real. Okay. I guess we will talk to, I think it was the Rangers that had the 12th overall pick. They do, and they do want to move it. So it would take Jennings, Medved, and a third. Ooh, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's okay. We're gonna continue to slowly build this team back up. So Alexis Joseph goes to Calgary just like I did when I was doing their GM mode, which you can obviously go find on the channel. It's in a playlist. Sammy Nelson, Privlova. Oh my god, nope. I apologize. Meyer, Zelikin, Penikin, Jacobson, Bethal, Brooks, Bennett, Rensfield. Yeah, they would have been really good picks. Luca Blandra to San Jose. That would be a great fit in terms of real life. And then some high top nines. High top nine. So let's see. What can we do here? So we're only allowed to pick between Naslin and up. So let's do our things. We have Andre Pushtavi. 2 years, 1 year out for Rice and Edgar. Brock England is 2 years out, 1 year out for Rickard Laplinen. We don't know about Torsten Alblian, Charlie Murata, and then Mats Naslund. Oh, I mean, we have to bring a Naslund to Vancouver, right? Yeah, we have to. Let's go ahead. We're gonna bring Naslin. And he is top 4, so it's not like it was a bad pick. There we go. Maybe a David Reinbacher partner. Let's see if we could have got better. So high top 9. High top 9. So Lapainen was 2 overall higher. Still top 4 two-way, though. Nope. We did pretty good. Let's go ahead and simulate to pick 60. So, let's see. Ooh, so don't even have to think about it. It will be Felix for Furtshiner. 3 years away, two-way forward. 66 out of the gate. That is pretty good. Looks like Joel Edmondson is back to Montreal. Same thing here. Not even gonna have to think about it. Jerry McNaughton, welcome to the team. Top 6, 67 sniper. He's gonna have to develop really well. Some of those stats are a little iffy. For this one, okay, this one we'll have to do our dual. I guess we could take Jorgen Sortstrom. He is being 3 years, 5 years, 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. Okay. I mean, Lamore is closer to being top 4, but he also could be high top 6. Guaranteed high, guaranteed medium top 6, or do we take the goalie? Let's take the goalie. You never know what they're going to be. And he's medium elite. Let's go. What a pick. What a pick. We are building. It's going to be the Vancouver Canucks Sweden version. 4th round, same thing. Okay, so we have to make some guess here. So we have Bobby Weidman, Norm Gore, Stefan Gilson, McKinley, Irons, Ulanov, and Tavares. Okay. So anyone here guaranteed of being away, that's not too far. So you're 3 years out. Of course, it is Swede. So let's go ahead. We're going to take Stefan Gilson, another Swede. And he is low 7th. Oof. That is a bad pick for the 4th round, but with the first 3 rounds of picks we've had, we cannot complain. So, I don't want to take another goalie because I don't want to just, like, stockpile them too much. I do think that's probably going to be our pick there. 4 years, potentially 2. 5 years, and we don't know. Okay, so who's the 2-year? Was it you? It was you, Omar Jaspers. A right-handed defenseman. We do need... I doubt he's 2 years out. Let's go and we'll take Jason Ettinger. Medium 7th. Okay, back-to-back mid picks here. That's not good. I'd prefer probably... I mean, there's only one forward, I was gonna say. That's gonna be probably one of the first 4 guys. So you're 20, you're 20, you're 18. We'll go with the Finn Kari Steinen. Welcome, low bottom 6, oh boy. And for our last pick of the draft, Jody Messier, Schwartz, Vatanen, Franzen, 14. Lars Telquist. We'll take Matthias Franzen. And low bottom 6. Okay, so that draft was great start, horrible ending. But R. Grossman, Naslin, Furkiner, McNaughton, Sortstrom, Nielsen, Inger, Kosteinen, and Franzen. A lot of Swedes in that draft. Okay, here we go. So we have the... Okay, I hope this is the off-season where we're going to be able to get some scouts in. So if we look at our scouts, the only ones we're going to sign back, yeah, it's only going to be, yeah. So we'll come back to Rickard Holomainen. Coaches, obviously, Adam Foote. Hopefully there's a different coach available. We don't need to have those guys come back. Perfect. Re-signed things. Goalies. DePlio can go. We will qualify you, and we'll let Shepard go. Defenseman Fleury can go. Mancini will qualify. Why not? Guzman will qualify, and Spacek will qualify. We'll let Jet Wu go. Jimmy Schultz and Hansen can go as well. Galley, I wouldn't mind keeping. 1.5 for a year, I'll do that. Chase Stillman, we will probably offer if he wants 2 years, fine. 66 at 20, Gabriel Sherratt. We'll say no. Baines we have to keep. That is not happening. We're not letting him go. Charlie Houdon can go. Houdon? Charles Houdon. You can go. York we will sign because you're top 9. You might have a chance to develop. Centers, obviously, Aturati's definitely getting qualified. Johnson can go. Niels Ahman, depending on what he wants. That is perfect. He can be the depth forward. Dervin, we're definitely signing him to his ELC. And Langsing will probably be... Yeah, we'll let him go. So, the only big contract we have to give is to Ratty. Only wants 1 year. We are allowed to go for 8 with him. Would cost $4.4 million. Okay. So that would take him basically to his early 30s. He would be our third-line center locked up. Does have really good defensive skills, good puck skills, decent skating. His shot could be better. I mean, if this was my updated version of him, his face-offs would be a lot better. I think we have to do it. I think if we can get him for that 8 years, I think by then 4.4 will be nothing on the cap for us. So it looks like we might not be able to do 8. So if we have it at just a base 5, obviously we will give him a modified no trade clause. We'll go up to at least 16 teams. If we can do, he doesn't want reduced. Okay, so we'll keep it at full. We'll go to 16 teams. So if we do 7 by 5, doesn't go up. Well, I guess technically now we have to fix the trade protection. So we could do 7 years by 5. It is in the second to last bar, which is prefer kind of where you want it to at least have a chance of them accepting the offer. I think we'll do it. If he does that, 7 by 5 is a steal of a deal right there for us. So that was the only one. Let's go ahead and advance. Let's see if he accepts. He says no. Okay. I mean, he is qualified, but I would prefer to get him locked up long term here. So it was 7 years by 5. So let's do same offer. We'll do 7 years. But this time we'll increase it to like that. That's not too much more. I don't want to give him a full no trade clause. So now we're a little bit higher up. Let's see. We'll offer him again. What do you say, Ratty? He accepts his offer? Did he accept He accepted it. Okay, so he didn't take his qualifying offer. Let's go. I'm not upset with that contract at all. We have 3 years to move him if it doesn't work out. That is not bad at all. Perfect. Let's just go ahead and sim to free agency. We get the only scout we cared about to sign. Players are accepting their qualifying offers. Jet Wu's gonna go, of course. Kaminsky and Dominguez, thank you for your service, but goodbye. And there we go. Free agency is now open. Okay, let's see who is available. Well, actually, before we do that, we do have to go ahead and talk. If we can talk to Philip Ronick again. So I don't think he will be fitting our window. Yeah, we can't talk to him yet. So we are going to have to wait. I guess technically I should probably go ahead and save the file so we don't lose the draft, because that would stink. So game saved. Perfect. Find trade. So we do have Lankinen, who I think, yeah, he now has... Yeah, let's see. Can we move him? We can. Get a 5th from Colorado, a 5th from Dallas, Edmonton, LA, Montreal, the Islanders, Islanders have Sorokin. I don't think that makes sense. Rangers have obviously Sorokin. Sorokin? No. Oh my god. I can't. I am way too early for me. Sorokin is in the Islanders and the Shesterkin on the Rangers. There we go. Okay, let's see. Does Colorado... No, Colorado still is their goalie. Dallas, but Edmonton. Edmonton, Edmonton, Edmonton. I mean, do you need them? I mean, you do kind of need them. I mean, Tristan Jarry and you have nothing. You know what? We'll do it. Kevin Lankinen, you are a Edmonton Oiler. Hopefully you are a better goalie than Tristan Jarry is for them. So that does open up our goaltending. I mean, Dennis Hildeby is definitely in the NHL. I think, I mean, he might develop to enough, but I still think 1 year in the AHL is still probably really good for his development. And then we have Pescavino as well. Defenseman, Ronick is staying, so it will be Ronick, Boom. It will be Willander, Reinbacher as our right-handed defenseman. So Ronick, Willander, and Reinbacher. It'll probably be Arbor and Pedersen. So our defense is set. And then probably Death Leave would be Mancini. Yeah, probably Mancini. So we just need AHL for defensemen. We need... So let's say... We'll say Mancini. So 1, and then 2, 3. That's 4. Okay. So we need at least 2 playing defensemen for the AHL plus 2 depth. I'm going to keep the depth spot open because obviously we're going to need probably a cap whale here. So True Doughty's available. So 2-way. Let's go and take a look at the prospects. Gonchar. We do have Reynolds. Will Reynolds. Don't know why Seattle let him go, but whatever. I don't think we're going to do it. Oh, there we go. We're going to bring in Marshall Warren. And we need a right-handed defenseman. Let's go for... Ooh, we'll go for Dijon Torre. Or Dijon... Dijon Torre. I don't know. What the hell is Dijon Torre? And then obviously, like I said, we will save the depth spots in case we need some cap whales. So, let's go ahead and now take a look at what our forwards are going to be looking like. We have $48 million. So, Pedersen, Rossi, Hoglander, Ratty, Ogren, Robertson, Legacy, Lattermacky, Galley, Carlson, Dakota Joshua, Baines probably plays, Erickson. We have Mueller, we have Sashin, we have Hutainen, Barry Terrence could potentially play, Brendan Coots could play. We have Gendron, so we don't really need. So I think we'll bring in just a couple of AHL guys, so it could be 44, 45 contracts now. So we'll probably go 46, 47, and then we'll leave the rest for the AHL. So, best prospects, let's see. No one super high. Well, let's just go for... Obviously, Baines is ours, so we can just go ahead and offer him that deal. Let's go ahead and bring in... Let's bring in... no, he's restricted. We can bring in Jan Misak. Why not? And then one more, preferably someone who can play center. Jesper Boquist, no. Sean Corrali, no. Connor Dwyer, Kirkland, Quinn, Ryder Olston. Let's see. Robbie Gerventi, Lemkin, Reed, Roder Reed. No, here, let's go with, I think this is Dylan Peterson. Yeah, Dylan Peterson, welcome. So, we'll keep the other 2 spots open. So, I don't really think there's much we can do. Obviously, we will take a look at what teams have on their blocks. So, Vegas just wants to get rid of depth prospects. Carlson, Roy. Of course, Carlson, who just got traded to Anaheim. How crazy is that? Winnipeg has no one really. Terry, not really. Looking for, like, young players that could potentially play for us. Let's keep looking. Really nobody. Damon Severson, no thank you. Comfort, no. No. Minnesota has nobody. Michael Hayes would be cool. I mean, Malhotra would be kind of fun because obviously his father, Manny, played for... I don't know if he played for Vancouver, but I know he coached with Vancouver. Let's keep looking, though. Pesci, Hamilton, Kovacevic. They would be fun ads if we were trying to compete, but we are not. No one there. Sanheim, San Jose's got really no one. Same thing for Seattle. Jordan Kyrou. I mean, he probably might get traded in real life, but we're not going to be the ones to trade for him here. Yeah, I don't think. Yep, so there's really nothing, so let's just go ahead. This will be a quick one. We are going to go to goalies. So we do need a partner. Ooh, perfect. Let's go for Jakub Dobish. I'll take that deal. Perfect. And now we need one more. Obviously, it will be a cap whale. Oops. Looking for the age, I'm going right past it. Dustin Tartarsky, Habs legend. Let's get more money to Jack Campbell. Why not? Here you go, Jack Campbell. You can make over, like, we'll give him 20 mil. 19.4 for him. And now we need one defensive cap whale. Same thing. Let's go for someone who can play two sides. Let's go for... Oh my God, is this Yuri Yokipaki? It is. Let's give him the money. And I really thought he was going to be a top 4 defenseman in the NHL for a long time. We'll give him $15 million. That's one defenseman. We do need another. Same thing. We'll go for like a low-rated guy that can play, but also doesn't have to play. You know what? Let's go Paul Ledoux. Why not? Let's bring Ledoux here. 48. And then we have 2 spaces, so we'll go 2 forwards here. So let's go 2-way forwards. Let's go... Let's see if there's anyone with good shooting that's young. So we have 24. Here we go, 22, 73. This is Rico Green. Anyone else? 24. 22, here we go. Brady Stonehouse just wants 1 year. A grinder. Bring him in, why not? And then let's just bring in a more potential NHL ready, which I saw I want. Let's go with Carl Grundstrom. Apparently he has other teams interested in him. Well, good for you, Carl. Okay. Let's go ahead and advance. Let's see. It's Carl Grundstrom. He's going to say we have no space, so we'll keep that roster spot open. Go ahead and take a look at contracts. Is there anyone? Yep, so we do have Mancini to sign. 1.3 is fine for me. Perfect. So Grossman, like I said, will stay unsigned. Same thing for Jennings. If we take a look at expiring contracts, so Rossi doesn't want to come back. Hoglander doesn't want to come back. Robertson does, though. He'll take 2 years at 3.5. We are allowed to offer him... He's restricted, so we are allowed to offer more than he wants. That's how it works. So if we can get him... I mean, 5 years at $4 million. It's not going to happen. 4x4, though. If he takes that, I'll do that. Linus Carlson, we're probably going to move. David Reinbacher doesn't want an extension. He's restricted, though. 2x4. I mean, if we can get him locked up just for 2 years extra, because he's still restricted free agent for 2 more years after this, so that's not horrible. We'll see if he takes that. Anyone else that I'm concerned? I gotta keep my Indigenous King, Kerry Terrence. Are you kidding me? 3-year deal for him. We are gonna win the Stanley Cup with him. Anyone else we're concerned about? Not really. Dennis Hildeby, I would like to sign. He's restricted, so I don't want to go too crazy, but 3 years at 1 by 3, 1 by 1, 1.5. There we go. 3 years, 1.5. He'll probably be a pretty good backup for Medved whenever he gets ready to be our starting goalie. Perfect. So let's go ahead. So Marco Rossi does not want to stay. No trades right now. Hoglander does not want to stay either. Get 2 seconds for him. A second, Ryder Ritchie, Cole Eisman, Oscar Hemming, Lindgren, Larson, Leskak. I honestly think the 2 seconds though from Colorado, they're a good team. I mean, I would probably just retain on him just so that we keep Cap with us for the season. But could we do better than 2 seconds? I think so. I think we'll hold on to him until the trade deadline to decide. Because hopefully, if he plays well, because he's going to be on our first line, first power play, we might be able to take advantage of his value being like sky high. So let's go ahead. We are going to simulate to the 10th. Rubber Jack for a second is probably worth it, but I want to keep him. Robertson said no, that's fine. Kerry Terrence, Indigenous King, let's go. He's staying. Reinbacker said no. Spanish Hildeby says yes, though. So second for a third, we're gonna say no. Let's get to the 10th so we can see who signed where. There you go. So we are at the 10th. Activity feed. So signing. Well, first, any other trades? Casey Cizikas is off to the Wild for Chase Woodsky, who of course is another Indigenous King, and then obviously our trade for or trading Kevin Lankin into Edmonton. Oops, did not mean to do that. Signings. Let's see. Jane Swartz to Columbus. Brandon Duhaime back to Washington. Jack Burry to San Jose. Wedgwood to the Islanders. Brendan Bussey to Philly. Rasmus Ristolainen to St. Louis. Sperry Kapanen to Utah kind of makes sense, honestly. Chris Kreider to Detroit also kind of makes sense. Philip Hedl is off to Seattle. Tyler Myers is off to Montreal. Marchenko stays with Columbus. Paling to LA, so he stays in California. Jordan Eberle back to the Islanders. How cool. Ryan Strome to Minnesota. Let's see. Justin Brazeau to Anaheim. Carlo to Tampa. Patrick Kane to the Islanders. Okay. Let's see. Darcy Kemper to Carolina. Artem Zub to Detroit. Look at Detroit finally built a decent defensive core. Jake Neighbors stays in St. Louis. Alexander Carey to San Jose, sorry. Edmonton signs Jarrett Spurgeon. Ken Johnson goes to Chicago. That would be a fantastic player for them to add. Nick Burbix to Toronto, who I honestly think is probably going to be a Maple Leaf at some point. John Marino to San Jose, that's a good pickup. Ryan O'Reilly to LA and Claude Giroux to Pittsburgh. Look away, Philly fans. Philip Danault to New Jersey. Byram stays in Buffalo. Drew Doughty to Pittsburgh. Jesus. Ryan Hartman to the Rangers. Gostisbehere to Dallas. That's such a Dallas player. Let's see. Of course, our players. That's all our players. Okay. Okay, so I think that is going to do it. Obviously, we are going to simulate to the start of the season. I am going to quickly go ahead and give instructions to certain players, not to everyone. And yeah, once I do that, I will show you what our lines are looking like to start the new season. Boy, did we get some player development here for us. So, what we are going to be looking like to start the season is going to be Nick Robertson, Elias Pettersson, with Niels Hoglander. Of course, we're going to hope to build his value. Second line of Jonathan Ladermacki, Marco Rossi, who's unfortunately down to an 84. Liam Ogren will be on their wing. Third line will be Atu Ratti, with Taylor Legacy and Nick Lardis. A fourth line of Baines, Carlson, and Hutainen. Defensively, it is Zeeblium with Philip Roenick getting a +5. Willander is up to an 84. He'll be paired with Elias Pettersson, the defenseman. Arbor is paired with David Reinbacher, getting a +3. And goaltenders, yep, Alexiev Medved has developed to an 85. Dennis Hildeby will be the backup. Your scratches will be Victor Mancini, Dakota Joshua, and Brendan Gallagher. HL, I'm going to edit off screen, but that is what we are rocking with. Captains and jerseys, obviously still no captains. I kind of do like that they gave it to Galley. But it will be Ronick, it will be Pettersson, and our third alternate this season will be... probably... Oh my god, we really don't have... You know what? Let's go with oh my god, I really don't know. Probably Linus Carlson. That will be our alternate. So yeah, so that is what we're gonna be looking like. Let's go ahead and just quickly show you the upcoming free agents. So Clayton Keller, Roman Yossi, Shane Wright, Panarin, Brady Tkachuk, Max Domi. There's some names here. Obviously, we'll see what we want to do. If we take a look at the draft class, we do have another real player. It is Maddox Schultz. We also have Liam who's obviously real. Same thing for Franz Carlotti. Cruz Jim is also real. Budimine is real. Oh, wait, there's 2 Reed Nichols. Uh-oh. Well, that is not good. So unfortunately, there is a duplicate, so I'm glad I found that for me. We'll just pretend they're twins, but that won't be in the roster you guys will be downloading when trade deadline is done. But yeah, so I have a couple things to do. I have to go fix Landon Dupon's skating, and I have to figure out why there's 2 Reed Nichols. But that is going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed and you want to keep seeing more of this Vancouver Canucks franchise, please leave a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are getting so much closer to 60 subscribers now, which is crazy how many subscribers I've gotten in the last couple of weeks. So I just want to say thank you so much for that. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.